Hey there, my name is McKenna and I am your host, and welcome back to Casual Neuro Talks. Today's subject matter is the caudate, and today's casual activity, what you've all been anticipating, is doing my laundry. A long-awaited task. How exciting, we are killing two birds with one stone today. So I would normally start with some fun history on the caudate, also known as the caudate nuclei. However, we do not really know who discovered it and how it got its name. But we do know that the caudate was discovered in the form of dissection and that the Latin root cauda means tail-like end on a structure. So, where even is the caudate? Why won't you look at this? A phone with an image of the brain highlighting the caudate nucleus, conveniently sitting in my laundry basket. So as you can see, there is one caudate nucleus in both hemispheres of the brain. Specifically, it is below the cerebral cortex and next to the lateral ventricles. It is also next to the putamen, and they are bridged together via gray matter. Pretty cool, huh? Here is a more clear image of the caudate. The structure is highlighted in red. Visually, the caudate is a C-shaped structure with a thick anterior portion called the head. As you can see, the C shape starts thick and becomes narrower as it extends towards the back of the brain. The middle portion is known as the body, and it tapers off into what we call the tail, hence the Latin root that I brought up prior. Hey look, my favorite genes. So what's really important about the caudate is how it functions and what it does. The caudate is a member of the basal ganglia, which is a group of subcortical nuclei that are involved in a variety of cognitive and emotional functions, especially movement. The way the basal ganglia affects movement is not completely understood, but it has been hypothesized that it is important for completing desired movement while inhibiting undesired movement. And the caudate in this scenario is a structure that acts as the main input nuclei for the basal ganglia. On a cellular level, neurons in the caudate extend to other regions of the basal ganglia. The majority of these neurons contain GABA, the neurotransmitter that we are now very familiar with. These neurons create pathways that are involved in either the facilitation or inhibition of movements, depending on the particular pathway. It has also been found that neurons in the caudate are highly active when a movement initiates. Caudate activity has also been found to be linked to eye movements. The caudate is also thought to be involved in more than just motor functions. Examples are goal-directed behavior, habit learning, and attention. So as you can see, the caudate plays a vital role in many motor and non-motor functions in the brain. So what happens when things go wrong? Dysfunction of the caudate has been found to play a factor into a number of disorders and is strongly linked to problems with motor functions. An example of a disease that caudate dysfunction can cause is Huntington's disease. And Huntington's disease is associated with the degeneration and cell death of neurons in the caudate. There is also the idea that caudate dysfunction contributes to OCD and ADHD. However, this hypothesis is still being investigated and researched today. Well, folks, we made it to the end of this casual neuro talk and the bottom of my laundry basket. I hope that you enjoyed learning about the caudate as well as my professional laundry folding skills. The caudate plays so many vital roles in our function, and we are still learning more and more about it every day. That's all, and I will see you next time. Here are some sources too. Goodbye.